going on, Matthew? Why'd you want us to meet here?
I thought we could go on an adventure to the Industrial Revolution to learn about labor laws. So let's go get our time machine.
But our time machine is in Elon Musk's garage.
Well, we'll just have to get it. Where is it?
Here it is. Okay, now that we have it, let's teach you all about Elon Musk's least favorite thing.
Wait.
Labor laws.
But what? Wait. But why does Elon Musk hate unionization?
I don't know. First, we should explain what unions are and then tell the people about it.
Fine. Hey, where are we?
We appeared to be in a factory during the Industrial Revolution.
So how much did people earn? Cause yeah, how much did they?
On average wages, they made roughly 10 shillings a week, which is equivalent to roughly $1.60 a week adjusted for inflation.
That's not a lot.
Thankfully, the government came in and fixed the problem with the minimum wage.
Wow, Grady, that sure sounds interesting. Could you tell us a little more about the minimum wage?
Sure. The minimum wage was created in 1938. At the time, they made the minimum wage 25 cents an hour. Or about $4.53 an hour, adjusted for inflation. Now the minimum wage is $7.25 an hour, but there's a large push to make it $15 an hour. The minimum wage was a major breakthrough because it made sure that people were able to afford to eat and whatnot. The minimum wage was created in response to many workers unionizing and going on strikes. Matthew, why don't you tell us about unions?
Sure. But first we should learn about what a union is. A union is a group of laborers and a union leader that are united to promote their common interests. Okay, now that we know what a union is, now we can talk about them in the current era. Anyone in a working class could be in a union. Also, farm workers and many other workers were in unions. But not everyone likes the idea of unions. Elon Musk... Oh, God. But the AFL-CIO is an organization that supports unions in making changes to the way businesses are run today. Hey, Grady, did you say something about work strikes?
A strike is when the workers at a business stop working and stand outside of their job protesting the unfair conditions or bad pay. A few examples of strikes include the Pullman strike in 1894, where 250,000 factory workers for the Pullman Palace Car Company went on strike after enduring a 12-hour workday and reduced wages. Another example of a strike is the 1934 textile workers' strike, where about 400,000 workers went on strike due to low wages and lack of representation in President Roosevelt's New Deal. An example of a failed strike is the 1922 railroad shop workers' strike, where workers went on strike in response to a 7-cent pay cut, but instead of agreeing to the strikers' demands, the boss replaced 3/4 of the striking workers with non-union workers. In the end, the strikers had to agree to a 5-cent pay cut and went back to work after a law banning strike activity.
Wow, that's interesting.
In the end, between 1935 and 1974, the USA created a series of labor laws, and it broke the poor people out of some of their chains and gave them, now that they had rights to strike and were protected by law.
Now that we've learned a lot about labor laws and their effects, let's head back to the present.
Hey, get out of here, or I'll put you to work.
Oh no, at this point, child labor was still allowed. So we have to get out of here. Whoa.
We're back. Can we learn about Elon Musk now?
I'm fine. fine.
Grady,
Can
are you
talk?
there?
Can you talk? I'm fine. Can you talk about him?
Sure can. So the reason we keep talking about Elon is because he hates unions. And how do we know this? That's because he was threatening employees who wanted to unionize. Where he tweeted, "Nothing's stopping Tesla team at our car plant from voting union. Could do so tomorrow if they wanted. But why pay union dues and give up stock options for nothing?" A judge ruled this as threatening employees. Well, we gotta go for breaking and entering before
Bye.
we go to jail. Bye.